Well, we back, folks.
Back, ladies and gentlemen, with the second round of the show.
Don't forget about Dejan White Insurance. I got an announcement to make for y'all. Come by and visit Dejan White, by the way.
Yeah.
Opelousas Spice and Music Festival, June the 4th, 2011. They taking applications right now. It's a beef, chicken, and pork cook-off.
Beef, chicken, and pork cook-off.
And each team must cook all 3 meats. Contestants will be judged on overall best barbecue. Entry fee is $20 a team. It includes admission for 4 to the festival on Saturday, June 4th, 2011. Judging begins at 5 o'clock p.m. And to register for more information, contact Sue Rona. She's at 337-692-2462. That's 337-692-2462. And you can pick up your application.
And go out and do the competition.
June the 4th, 2011. Go show them who the best barbecue is. I'd gotten this in some time ago, and Sherry had sent me this a while back, the other day rather, but I noticed it was in my notes, and my printer went out on my computer, so I couldn't print it. So it just happened to be in my notes. I had it from a while back. It's an obituary for Jesus.
Obituary for Jesus.
It says Calvary. Jesus Christ, 33 of Nazareth, died Friday on Mount Calvary, also known as Golgotha, the place of the skull. Betrayed by the apostle Judas, Jesus was crucified by the Romans by order of the ruler Pontius Pilate. The causes of death were crucifixion, extreme exhaustion, severe torture, and loss of blood. Jesus Christ, a descendant of Abraham, was a member of the house of David. He was the son of the late Joseph, a carpenter of Nazareth, and Mary, his devoted mother. Jesus was born in a stable in the city of Bethlehem, Judea. He is survived by his mother Mary, his faithful apostles, numerous disciples, and many other followers. Jesus was self-educated and spent most of his adult life working as a teacher. Jesus also occasionally worked as a medical doctor, and it is reported that he healed many patients. Up until the time of his death, Jesus was teaching and sharing the good news, healing the sick, touching the lonely, feeding the hungry, and helping the poor. Jesus was most noted for telling parables about how his Father's kingdom and performing miracles such as feeding over 5,000 people with only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, and healing a man who was born blind. On the day before his death, he held a Last Supper, celebrating the Passover feast, at which he foretold his death. The body was quickly buried in a stone grave, which was donated by Joseph of Arimathea, a loyal friend of the family. By order of Pontius Pilate, a boulder was rolled in front of the tomb. Roman soldiers were put on guard. In lieu of flowers, the family requests that everyone try to live as Jesus did. Donations may be sent to anyone in need. Okay? So I just thought you might be interested in hearing that obituary.
Yeah, let me announce this young lady from
that was pretty cool.
The Mexican restaurant gone to Nuba, Miss Marie Baudelaire, respiratory therapist at the Opelousas General. Hi, Miss Nuba. Thanks for looking at our show. And Mr. Richard, the school board member, Mr. Quincy Richard, said that he didn't hear me call his name the first time, so he said, please call it this time. Met him at the same place at Lowe's. Mr. Richard, I'm calling your name right now. Please be looking at the show. Thank you for looking at it. Who? What
was the first one? It's something about it, Nuba,
the Mexican restaurant at Nuba. I met Miss Marie Baudelaire, respiratory work she does at Hospital General. and she look at our show all the time and get a kick on my feature.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
She likes to watch you, huh?
Yeah.
Well, she was at that Mexican restaurant. You were over there?
Yeah, me and my nephew, you know, my nephew came by and he spent a whole week out here. And I've been hanging out with him. So we've been going at different places, eating, you know. Mm-hmm. And that's how we got to meet her. She happened to see me and then recognize me on the show.
Yeah.
I said, "You and Sean on the show." She said, "You the funniest one on the show." Thanks for looking at our show, Miss Marie Baudelaire, and also Mr. Quincy Richard, the school board member. He's been looking at our show, and he told me I had missed calling his name a few months ago.
Yeah.
And I looked in my record, I had a meeting, and I didn't. So I'm calling his name now, Mr. Quincy Richard. I'm calling your name. I hope you're looking now. Thanks for looking.
It looks like you forgot to dye your hair lately.
Who, me?
It's getting white again.
Yeah, I got to go dye it soon. Put it soon.
Huh?
I got to go to the hairdresser soon.
Better get that. You're getting gray hair.
Getting gray-headed.
Yeah, you're getting like me.
Yeah, you ain't gray-headed yet. Shit. Yeah, you starting a little bit.
Got a little bit of gray there.
A little bit of gray, yeah.
Yeah. Somebody asked me if I dyed my hair. I said, no, I don't dye my hair. But I said, yeah. Let me
one
show you.
thing
I said, I
about you,
dye the little gray hairs you
don't
see
have
all over.
no
I take them out and I dye those.
You have all your hair. I ain't got all my hair. Mine is bald.
Yeah?
Part of it. But
see
you
that.
you got all of yours. At least you got the hair. You.
You grow so fast, too. I got to get a haircut all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long, I tell
You must brush your hair, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, if you brush your hair, they say they're not going to fall. You see, I comb my hair, but I stopped. I started brushing now.
Oh, yeah? Is it growing back?
Yeah, they're growing back.
Oh, Lord. That's like, it's growing back. Huh? That's like this old guy from Port Barry told me, he said, them Fontenot's are tough, man. He said, my family, he was a Fontenot.
Yeah.
He said, my uncle cut his arm off right here, got his arm cut off. He said it all grew back with just the tips of his fingers. I looked at him and said, what? He started laughing. He had me going. He said it all grew back with just the tips of his fingers.
You know what could have happened?
What?
They could have put his arm back after it knocked off, after it was knocked off. Because that happened to my uncle, you know. He was working at Texas company. Mm-hmm. And some kind of way, his arm got trapped in the dough and knocked it all off. And they picked it up and they put it back. And
they put it back?
Yeah, and it's growing back on his arm. Yeah. So that's probably what happened to that guy.
Well, no.
And he didn't notice.
He was just telling a story is what he was doing. Watch out for counterfeit money, folks.
Yeah.
Huh?
Counterfeit money, boy.
You read about that in the
yeah,
paper?
I was looking at that a while ago, man.
Somebody's passing out counterfeit money.
Yeah, I met some with scamming with cards at the bank when I went at Miss Pam and went sit down and talk with her. I said, what all the policemen doing with them guy in that office? She said, yeah, see, they just did some credit card scam.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
And they caught him.
They caught him, yeah.
Well, what it is, they have a little counterfeit pen, they call it.
Yeah, that's.
You know, you've been in a supermarket when
I think I brought some to the office. I'm not sure. I got to ask the girl, did I bring it? And they started using it. I think I did. I've got to remind them to continue using it.
Yeah, and what you do, you put that mark on there. I always wondered. I said, man, after a while, that many marks on a dollar bill.
Yeah.
But what it does, it turns yellow, and after a few seconds, it turns back transparent.
That's what Perry was saying in there. People should get that and help them recognize it.
Yeah,
as soon as they find one, please call the policeman.
Yeah, when you first market it, it's yellow. It's yellow, and then after a while, it goes away.
Sure enough?
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd have yellow marks all over the bills.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Yeah, it sure would.
Yeah.
But,
I was reading that in the paper. I wondered about that. So, yeah, that's how that works. But anyway, watch out for counterfeit bills around offices.
And watch out for scam, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot win $3 million and pay for it. and that's what they've been trying to do with a lot of people.
You can know what?
They call you on the phone, but you got to send them $1,000, get $3 million or $5 million. And you know that's
No.
not true. But
No.
I've been hearing that a lot, you know.
Look, we got a local brewery in Broussard.
Yeah, I seen
You
that.
saw that?
Yeah.
They're making their own beer. They call it Canebrake beer.
They say how good that beer is. I never did taste
The
it.
name of it's the Parish Brewing Company. It's over there in
Parish
Broussard. The guy started out, I think, in his garage, but he's got a little brewery on 2nd Street in Broussard,
Sure
from what I
enough.
understand.
Is
Yeah.
that right?
And he's
Wow.
making that beer, and he said they're selling all they can make.
Wow.
He makes 2 kegs every Saturday morning,
Wow.
and he's selling out all the beer he can make.
It must be got a very extreme good taste for them to be
must.
buying it like that, you
It
know.
must. It's different flavors.
Yeah.
One of them is Canebrake.
Yeah, I was
believe they
reading
call
that.
it.
That's guy.
Guy in Broussard. So,
You gonna be-
yes,
you gonna
I
soon-
want to try.
you gonna
I
soon
want to
be
get
a-
some of that Canebrake beer. Huh?
He's soon gonna be a millionaire, him.
I'm telling you, he
Selling
looks like he's
beer,
on his way.
on his way.
Talking about millionaire, boy, British Petroleum and Transocean and Halliburton and Cameron International, they all suing each other over that.
Sure
oil
enough?
spill. Oh, yeah. Everybody's suing everybody else, but I think it was a faulty blowout preventer. Whoever the company, it must have been Transocean that made that blowout. I don't know who made that blowout preventer.
Yeah.
I think that was a big culprit in the deal, you know. So, but they're going to Fifth City on it, and $40 million is what British Petroleum wants them to pay.
Whoa,
$40 billion.
$billion.
Not a million, billion. That's a lot of money, man. Huh?
Yeah, I probably couldn't finish counting it between 9 lifetimes.
Yeah.
That kind of money.
You know, I was glad to see the other day Mark Kelly.
Mark Kelly.
That's the husband of Gabrielle Gifford, the lady that got shot, the congresswoman
Oh
that
yeah,
got shot.
yeah. She back on the scene. Look like she gonna recover.
It looks like she's going to go to the launching of the space shuttle. Her
Yeah, that's-
husband's going to be
yeah,
commanding that space shuttle, and she's
That's
going to be able to go. She's recuperating enough to where she can go.
Yeah,
That's a good deal,
That's
huh?
good. That's good information there.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like she might be fully recovered all the way.
Oh, they say that's America's sweetheart couple.
Yeah.
Huh. But anyway, yeah, check us out at Dejo and White Insurance for
That's
all your
correct,
insurance
ladies
needs.
and gentlemen. Come by and see us.
Come by and see us at
We got all kind of insurance company with all kind of rates. We can beat many rates. Please come by and see us at 634 South Union Street.
here in Opelousas.
Yeah, just call for a quote. If you don't have to come, just call and get a quote. And if you decide you like the quote and it's competitive enough, come in and give it to us and have a nice talk with us while I'm there.
Folks, we're going to see y'all next week, same time.
Yeah,
We enjoyed ourselves, and we got a good
yeah.
show lined up for next week.
Thanks for listening, ladies and gentlemen.